Welcome back to two. Welcome back to
Welcome back 3.
4 even. No, there's only 3 of us this time. But welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 51, the episode where we are joined by Krendar, as always.
Nice to be here for a change. Hello.
I know.
First time joiner, long time viewer.
Yeah, you never shut up in the chat, so we're like, oh, for God's sake, we'll just bring you on at this point. We're also joined once again by Ins0lence. Hello, madam.
Hey.
And we were going to be joined by Dirt, but at the last minute, Mr. Cobain himself was like, oh, can't, ill, must leave. Like the absolute Chad unit we are, we were like, that's okay, you take care of yourself. Deep down inside, though, we are deeply hurt. We might consider a fatwa against him. Or maybe I just want to say the word
That's very topical of you, sir.
It's funny because people are dying. If you are in the chat and have an inkling to join us, send us send Krendar a DM and he will tell me. Other than that, we'll just be Ins0lence for tonight. Yeah, which I think she's ready for the responsibility. I think she's ready for the awesome responsibility of single guesthood. And if not, well, we know what scapegoat to blame. Krendar, as always.
Yeah, obviously.
I'm here.
Anyway, let's get the shilling out of the way. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you do sub, don't forget to hit that bell. The only way you're gonna ever find out if we're on, apparently. I've gone like 2-3 hours before someone was like, "Hey, how long have you been streaming for?" I only got the notification now. Fuck's sake. Beyond
Sounds about right.
Yeah, YouTube. It's great. But beyond that, if you check the link down below, you'll find a link to our Twitter, Discord, Krendar's All-in-One, and our stream goal, where if we make any money tonight, Krendar will get a percentage of that.
Yeah, get my hazard pay.
Hanging around me this week. Ooh, I don't blame you.
It's my scapegoat money.
So hopefully you guys have had a better week than I have, or at least a better day than I've had. It's been a bit, a bit rocky for me this week, as some of you may know. But what about the rest of you? How are you doing, Krendar?
I'm doing okay. I've been awake for about 2 hours, so the day's just starting.
Already off to a terrible start. Nice. What about yourself there, Ins0lence? How are you doing?
Well, I'm still alive, so that's a plus, I guess. And
it's a start.
Yes. Well, my best part of the day is I don't work on Fridays, so I'm feeling better than average.
Excellent.
That's as much as I can say, and I mean that's a lot.
Hey, it's something, you know. It seems a malaise hit over most of the internet today. Though not all, because Krendar's in a pretty plucky mood, mocking us with his upbeat attitudes.
That's because he just woke up and his day didn't have enough time to get shitty.
There you go.
We have a 2-hour time frame to change that. We're on the clock there, Ins0lence. Let's start by watching animals trying to resuscitate their dead parents.
Okay.
Oof.
No.
Well, I didn't know we were gonna have a Bambi watch party today.
Oh, what was that from? What was it from? American Dad, where Roger threatened the saddest movie ever, and it was just going to be a 2-hour long a 2-hour long scene of a dead baby gorilla trying to resuscitate its dead mother. I'm like, aww, that's a
that'd be a pretty shitty movie.
It would switch sometimes to the death of Mufasa and sometimes to Land Before Time when the mama dinosaur dies. Yeah.
Mother, where are you?
Yeah.
Run, little foot.
And then it fast forwards to the future, where it's that Pokemon that wears its mother's skull.
Oh, Cubone.
Yeah. That's where that one comes from, Land Before Time.
Oh yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. Imagine if the rest of the film was him just wielding his mother's skull on his own head and no one could dread. Like one of them goes like, "Why is he doing that?" It's just how they mourn the dead.
I mourn my dead mother's memory by using her to help slay my enemies.
Also, the funny traditions of Himalayan mountains where they leave their dead on the mountaintop for the vultures to eat. That shit. Yeah.
Circle of life.
Or those mummies that they have that are like their ancestors, and they have like communions with them, where like they all get them together, all these like 100, 200-year-old desiccated corpses, and they start having like they leave food out for it and like drinks, and like they close the door and they're all having a big sort of conversation, when in reality they open up and they're still dead. Like, sorry guys,
you don't know what they were doing while the door was closed.
That is very true. Some of them might tip over when the rats start gnawing at them.
Well,
see, there's some liveliness in there yet.
I wish I had an army of rats to attack. Makes me want to play Plague Tale, but I haven't installed it.
So, what were you trying to say there, Ins0lence?
I was trying to say, this theory about Russia being a giant necropolis that feeds off the energy of the mummy of Lenin. So, I mean, people go there to worship him.
I haven't heard that before, but it makes a lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense. So, there is even a... in Russian, people often call Lenin but by his middle name, which is Ilyich, which has a word lich in it. So
yeah, there you go.
So,
I mean, it's better to feed off of Lenin than Stalin, right?
I think Mao would be the best choice there, considering how fat he was. He would last a long time.
He wasn't Russian.
He was a Russian. He was a Russian Stan, a little fanboy, a little tanky. The literal OG tanky, actually. Although, one thing, Ins0lence, is it true that a lot of like the Russian mob tried to do the same thing with their bodies? They would like their bosses, when they died, they would have them not cryogenically frozen, like embalmed.
Well,
very different thing.
But there is another thing about it being almost impossible, but very, very super mega prestigious to be buried around Kremlin in the very vicinity of the Red Square. But that is, I don't think anyone has been able to do that in the last 50 years or something. But I think it's.
You think Putin's going to end up going there when he goes?
I mean, well, when Lenin rises, I'm not saying if, because then the KGB will come for me. So when Lenin rises, I think he will lead all the people that were buried under the Kremlin wall. So that makes complete sense. So yes, and they're gathering necrotic energy from all the country, and that is why Moscow has several circles of road around the city, so that makes it like a target. So yeah,
makes sense.
It all makes.
I know what's going on.
Yeah. So if
I see how that works. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I am basically done. But yes, if the dead rise not as stupid zombies, but as something like undead and leeches and all that shit, it will happen in Moscow. I'm telling you.
Yeah. This reminds me of it's like the thing in Warhammer 40k where the Primarch Guilliman Roboot came back to lead the Imperium to victory again. Except this is going to be more like the Russian Necrons version.
I'm thinking, like, did you see that Simpsons joke from years ago where the Soviet Union just magically comes back, including Lenin breaking out of his glass? Must crush capitalism. Yeah, he's like Odin. He's just sleeping right now.
Yeah, they're just making.
He's in the Lenin sleep.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it, because, like I said, everyone seems to be having a shitty day, but I think this guy might take the cake. Which, let's be honest here, he's kind of earned it, the little bastard that he is. This is karma kicking someone in the teeth.
I got COVID.
Popular podcaster and mixed martial arts celebrity Joe Rogan announcing today on Instagram he contracted COVID.
Not just popular, the most popular podcast. Like, this is the thing. He had the most reach of
some weird reason.
I could see the appeal. I've enjoyed some episodes back in the day, but he went off the deep end over the past few years.
but says with a mixture of medicines, including the controversial horse dewormer that has poisoned hundreds of people nationwide, he's
why?
Immediately through the kitchen sink.
How is this going to help with a virus? Do you have worms?
Ivermectin, Z-Pack, prednisone, everything.
Rogan says he went through one bad night of symptoms, but has improved over the last 3 days. He
Pause a second.
To say publicly.
See, I feel like if you're taking this many different medicines all at the same time, that's going to potentially fuck you up worse than the virus itself would have, wouldn't it? Like,
He's going
there's
to
got to be some danger there.
He's going to have some.
Plus, as we're about to, Plus, as we're about to hear, he's claiming that he only felt bad for one day, then he immediately started getting better. Like, there's no way he got over COVID in a span of 3 days, and only one of those days was bad.
I've heard one of the side effects of that dewormer is massive bloody diarrhea. So
I mean, no shit. Like, how do you think it works?
Oh no, there's shit. It's just bloody.
Yes, shit, and too much shit. Yes, right.
I would love him to. I don't want him to die because that would be very morbid of me, and I think he could still come around But I'd love him to actually learn from this moment and be like, "Oh,
wouldn't
shit!"
that be nice?
Nah.
I know. I mean, what are the chances? But you never know. You never know. Maybe like the world just kicked him in the teeth so much that he's like, "Oh shit, this is like really bad. This is a real thing, and I have not been helping anyone by saying the stupid things I've been saying." But,
I just want to know what his thinking is on the horse dewormer.
Fuck you, COVID.
Why did
that's his idea.
But no, like specifically, why did he think that would help?
Just shit it out.
And has gone against public health officials saying younger, healthy people don't need to get vaccinated. Speaking of younger people, with schools back in session with in-person learning and kids under 12 still unable to get vaccinated, we're starting to see what that means for the transmission of COVID among the young.
The closer you are to someone.
Whoa.
Ew, she's scary.
So there's one of the people rising from the graves in Russia right there.
Yeah.
Fucking
definitely. I mean,
necromancer.
She probably rose like several years ago, or maybe several
the
decades.
more likelihood there can be of transmission.
LA County Public Health Director Barbara Ferrer holding a
thanks, Captain Obvious.
Superintendent on the latest number.
You're more likely to infect somebody if you're closer to them. Thanks for the advice.
The dotted blue line on top is for unvaccinated kids aged 12 to 17. The solid blue line on the bottom is the same age group, but with a vaccine. And more good news, it appears infections among all age groups are coming down.
Over the last week.
Wait, people without the vaccine get infected more often? Really?
No.
This news story is just...
We've now started to see cases...
Captain Obvious the whole way through.
Among children of all ages.
With Labor Day weekend nearly upon us, the CDC with a warning today to those who still refuse to get a vaccine.
First and foremost, if you are unvaccinated, we would recommend not traveling.
The U.S. now
Wow. That's 3 for 3 so far.
Oh my God.
Passing 160.
Also, this is about Joe Rogan. Go back talking about Joe. We already know all this shit.
60,000 cases a day on average, with hospitalizations.
This is the secret reason why I wear this helmet on the show, so I don't bash my head unconscious against my desk.
We would say that people need to take these risks into their own consideration as they think about traveling.
Okay.
And one
that was a weird cut. I thought the computer froze for like a second there.
Mm-hmm.
And one more note about vaccinations. Moderna has submitted their initial data to the FDA to get a booster authorized for emergency use. Pfizer is likely to go into use about September 20th. That's the date that President Biden has set to try and get those boosters for everyone else. If Moderna's goes through, that should come sometime short.
Okay, so yeah, Joe Rogan has COVID, and he, for the longest time, has been anti-COVID. So, yeah, I mean,
I'm opposed to COVID as well.
Yeah, but we're opposed to COVID in the sense of like it's evil and must be, well, not evil. It's a fucking virus, but it's very harmful and needs to go away. Where
does it mean it's just a fucking virus? It must be a punishment from God or something. And if you pray hard enough,
yeah, because we all know that God has no accuracy. He can't be precise in his punishments. if somebody does something wrong, he has to punish the entire planet for it.
Maybe we should get a bunch of lamb's blood over our doors, and then the COVID will just go right past us. You know.
Wasn't there a thing in the past about the pastors being like, "Oh, people are gay, therefore God sent a massive hurricane to kill everybody."
People are, Haiti practiced voodoo, so that's why it has been going through shit. And also,
you'd think Baron Samedi would have protected them from that, you know?
Maybe he was the one that brought the hurricane.
Yeah,
kiddo. Yes, it was wary and run down with a headache. Yes, it was a virus, so obviously we immediately threw in the kitchen sink all kind of meds, which, like you said, is probably going to fuck you up as much or as he felt great. No, that just might be the opium that you took. That's probably why you feel great.
If there's no way you felt great 3 days after getting hit with COVID symptoms. Not legitimately in any way that didn't involve way too many drugs.
Yeah, which are probably going to fuck up his system anyway. So
there's no way you got over it that quickly.
What's this? Milk crate. Oh, do you remember the milk crate challenge?
Yeah.
And if you haven't heard what we're talking about, it's this viral thing of.
Can we get Joe Rogan on this?
Falling off the milk crate.
The idea is to stay on the milk crate, climb up, and then back down. But a lot of folks are not.
Oh, yeah.
Successful, and honestly, look like they're breaking arms and legs in the process.
We remember
this now.
This
the
guy.
parents have came out about this already. The doctors have came about this milk crate challenge. But now it's the pastor's turn. Okay, now. My name and my church name don't even matter at this point. Just let's just say I run the Church of Common Sense down there on 105th and Figueroa. Okay, now my message to y'all is don't do this milk crate challenge and then fall off and die and then wake up and try to call me to do your funeral. Now, what the hell I look like going up there in the church praying, saying, Father God, we gather here today because the milk crate challenge didn't go this dumb way. Now, the Lord gonna hear that. And he gonna come down and he gonna look at me crazy and say, hold up, wait a 5 minutes. Something isn't right. And I ain't gonna have no parts of that. Okay? Now, as much as y'all young folk like to touch all over each other's bodies and twerk, the last thing y'all wanna do is break y'all ass bones. Some of y'all do it too much.
Wait, was he actually on Hot One? No, he might have been on that. That's a quick. Was he on Hot Ones? That'd be brilliant. We'll find out in a second.
Yep. It says right there in the title.
And is it the real? Well,
Real Spark. That's that guy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So he's on Hot Ones. Okay.
Yeah. That's his YouTube channel name.
Taco burger joint that was built inside of a Wendy's. Do this. Who is the heartless, soulless person?
Have you seen this guy before, Ins0lence?
Who would make this?
Nope.
Did you hear about the guy that was like acting like a complete assnob on an airplane and got duct taped to his seat?
I have heard that, but
this is the guy that did
now
that.
Understand something.
Duct taped the guy
I'm
down.
a flight attendant. That means I attend the flights.
I was
sometimes.
Wait. One second. So that was
it's a role. He's just playing like it's a spoof.
Well, he's hamming it up when he's on the news like this, but he's actually the guy who did the duct taping of the douchebag.
Okay.
But
makes sense.
Krendar, these are roles too. Like he's playing a bit. He wasn't the guy who did that. I
mean, I saw the footage of it and it looked like him.
Well, hold on. Let's just see. Passenger taped to seat after attacking an airplane. Like, I don't think I think he's just playing a role because
maybe he's hamming it up because he looks similar to the guy who did it.
Yeah, I think he just edited it, and make it look like he's the one who did it. Like, here's the douchebag in question. He won an award from a fraternity over this. Can you believe that? For breaking stereotype roles.
Yeah. Who needs an award from a fraternity anyway?
A douchebag who's like this.
Fast forward to where the flight attendant actually comes in.
Yeah. So it's a roundabout.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, totally, definitely a different guy.
Yeah.
Similar look though.
A little, maybe, but the mask doesn't help to pin it down. But I mean, what is he, a flight attendant one day and then a pastor the next? You know.
Oh no, the pastor thing. The pastor thing was obviously a goof.
But no, he's a stand-up comedian that just does stuff like this. It's pretty funny, but no, I wonder whatever happened to that douchebag. I think he got brought in front of a judge. I know that
he got charged with something.
Yeah, he got charged with unruly behavior and I think attempted assault. But at first, the airline actually fired the people in question because they said they did
that is bullshit.
And then a massive backlash, and they rehired them.
I don't know if I would accept being rehired at that point.
Same. And again, there are worse hells in this world. Hi, James Corden.
Who dat?
You know when you see him. There he is. You know that gobshite's face, right? He's
not so far, no.
He's a British comedian. Very hyphenated emphasis on comedian. He does. You don't recognize the face?
No.
What about you, Ins0lence?
You know we're not British, right?
Yeah, but he's been sent over to. He's one of those British people that go over to the US to try to make a career after theirs failed in the UK so badly.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I do that with Keith Lemon because I don't like Keith Lemon. No one likes Keith Lemon, and he'll eventually be America's
I don't know
problem.
who that is either.
But yeah, they stopped the middle of a traffic in LA for a flash mob.
Let's get
Jesus.
At least they were in costumes.
Yeah, I do love. There's a lot of really good memes of it. The best one had to be. Do you remember when Homer was trying to be friends with Ned and he was chasing them like the Terminator? They've put them in, but I don't know where the hell that. I don't know if I saved that meme, and I don't even know if I should show that because YouTube might be like, oh. Okay, but yeah, no, it was just the internet's been roasting them all day, and well, past few days anyway. It's a few days old, but there's some real news to look at. At least
a hurricane.
Yeah, another hurricane. And TJ got out. TJ and his family got out. Scotty and Taylor and Chelsea and all their pets, but they have no power, and they won't have internet for a long while. And apparently,
I've heard they're expecting not to have power in the area for at least a month.
There's New Jersey.
The infrastructure got messed up real bad.
This is it was the highest the strongest hurricane ever in Louisiana, stronger than Katrina.
Yeah. Well, according to those guys, the power infrastructure there is they can lose their power over a stiff breeze to begin with. So
I can relate. Past few streams I've had has had power cutting out. In fact, that could happen tonight to Seized all now. The power might switch for no reason. Just be aware of that. But yeah, here's New Brunswick before and after. Here's a baseball.
This can't be New Brunswick. This thing didn't reach Canada.
It got pretty. New Jersey's not too far from the border.
True.
You guys would have gotten the leftovers of the storm, but this is insane.
Yeah, possibly the stuff near New England. Yeah.
Man, and at this rate, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Who named this place Manville?
Manville. Hell, there's a place in Omaha called Boys Town.
Is this where all the MGTOWs live?
Not to get into too much detail, but I was perusing FetLife earlier and looking at all the nice pictures of the ladies with no clothes on. There was the occasional bit of like text, like messages, and one of which was someone saying like, "Is it really involuntary celibacy? Is it really?" And he would start going on trying to defend incel lives, and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, do you see all the horny people around you? Just pick one." Fuck. They're all
I mean that's the classic defense of the incel is to claim that it's voluntary. No, I could get laid if I wanted to. I just don't want to.
They just don't. What they want is just that's not realistic.
Cough cough. Something Lucas Warner. Cough cough.
Klein's telomeres. I was actually thinking of showing some Lucas Warner shit, but you know what? I feel more and more like it's punching down. All his videos now are just him screeching the same few words over and over again, and like borderline.
I've never even heard of telomeres before his bullshit.
I honestly thought they were fake first time, but then I checked it up. I think it was actually Black Eye TV was debating them, and he like Dragnet, and he brought up them and he like corrected them on what they were, and I was like, oh, they're real. Okay, I thought this was like some like kinds. You ever hear of a religious person talk about kinds to justify how there was two of every animal?
To argue against evolution.
Yep. But as you can see here, the damage has been absolutely monstrous. Galen is fine though. He hasn't had to deal with that. I think Monty's okay. Didn't it get a little bit bad around Monty?
Monty's okay.
Yeah.
Power problems, of course, but he's he and the family are safe.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
I know TJ's mom. Their house is fucked. I don't know to what degree. I know Scotty's house had a tree fall on top of it. That's
a bit of a problem.
It's a bit of a problem, but it could have been a lot worse. There's going to be repair work needed. TJ's lawnmower is gone. Like, it's completely fucked. So far, like, they're not things you want to happen, but, they got off way easier than some other people, so they're lucky for that, at least. And of course, Paul doesn't live anywhere near that anymore, so he's fine. But, yeah.
Yeah, he was doing deep fat fried on his own the other night.
I have to get back into that show. It's been too long. But it is absolutely, this is sad. This is. I normally don't praise Logan, but he doesn't put up with this guy's shit. Like at all.
I was just gonna say the instant I saw Logan on screen, I agree. This is sad.
It's very sad, but there's actually someone sadder than Logan Paul on the screen, if you believe that.
Yes, I could tell because it says in the title that he has a fan, so that's already quite sad.
Looking up to Logan Paul, how you're not even you're not even in the barrel. You're on the dirt underneath the barrel.
I don't. Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
You don't have friends?
I don't. I swear to God. I'm here by myself.
Where are you from?
I'm from Norwalk, Ohio.
You're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying. You have friends.
He's basically looking for a job and looking for like a handout and like a start. He's like, no, dude, fuck off. Like, that's not how this works. But it is, man.
Go make content, do stuff with your friends. I'm glad you quit your job. It takes some balls to do that, bro. But like now you gotta act.
Try to make a step.
I'm not the guy directly.
You're the guy.
No,
you're the guy.
No, bro, my team is this. Relax, bro. Relax.
He's never been the guy.
Life isn't about handouts. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm not trying to get a handout. I'm not trying to get a handout.
What are you trying to do?
Why did you go to Mr. Beast if you wanted a handout? You should have tried to track down him. He'd probably still give him the same speech though, but he might have given him a couple of $100 just to tell him like, here, at least now you won't starve because you quit your job like an idiot to try to be a YouTuber.
For a little money, no money. I don't know. I can get a job somewhere else. All I want to move to LA, and I want to be able to be part of it.
Look, I have to go. If you really are serious about it, bro, you should move to LA and just like you approached me, start making connections with every single person in LA. I'm serious. That's it. I've always said this. If you're charismatic and you can talk to someone, you can make it in LA.
Yes, sir.
That's my advice.
Yeah, that's 100% true. A lot of people involved in online are just people who like chat, who network. Networking is key. Mm-hmm. Networking is so key. And if I actually got off my arse and tried a lot more, this channel would be 10 times bigger. Like, no joke. Not because it would just increase in quality, it would just get more people aware of it, you know? That's why I ask you all to shill.
The awareness is a big key for sure.
Mm. Of course, once they see you and they check you out, you have to be their cup of tea. And sometimes you're not going to be their cup of tea, and that's okay. You don't have to be everyone's. You don't have to.
You can't be everybody's cup of tea. That's literally impossible.
Mm. But you don't need to be. You just need to get a core audience that keeps coming back. I recognize a lot of names in the chat, but every once in a while we get a new person and they stick about. They don't have to be here every episode. They have a real life too. But it's the main thing is just to keep trying at it. And this guy thought he could just skip all those steps. Why? What was he going to offer Logan? What benefit was Logan going to have another toady? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really get shown there. I don't know if that was something that happened before the recording started, but I don't even know what job he was asking for.
I think
was there even a job opening?
As Logan pointed out, no. There was no. He wasn't looking for anything, and
I didn't hear if he specified that. But yeah, I don't know what this guy showed up asking for precisely. Just like generic, hey, I want to work for you. I don't know.
Can I please suck your dick or something?
That was probably going to be part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe he likes one person sucking his dick a day, so he's got his calendar is now completely full up, like Monday to Friday, like Monday to Sunday. Sorry, man, there's just no more bookings. It's like remember Arnie in that terrible Around the World in 80 Days film? Like, I have 6 wives. You will be number 7. How does Tuesday work out for you? Yeah, I don't like these sort of clingers on, and that's the thing. Like the bigger you get, would you believe it's actually happened to me? I've had people not come up to me in real life. That hasn't happened yet. I can't wait for that fucking day. But I have run across people like online DMs and stuff like that, and they were asking to basically just piggyback off me who barely gets like 20, 30 views a stream. Like, what? These it makes no sense. And that's not how you do it. For starters, you have to be likable. That's the thing. Like, you have to be likable to the person in order for them to stick around. I'm not going to help someone just because they asked for it. I've never asked for that. Otherwise, I'd have been in like every single DMs, every single Discord of all the bigger people, and I would be hated by them all at this point because they're like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, here he comes again." Hey guys, you want to be a guest on the latest Bearded Ramblings? Just fucking petitioning at all times. No, that's not how you get on the good side. You be chill, and give it enough time, they'll be chill back, and that's how that starts. And more importantly, if other people see you hanging out with those people and they enjoy your company, they'll want to hang out with you as well. And that's how you do it. You bounce back. It's very simple.
Yeah, that's why we've been rolling in the guests ever since we hung out with Shabisky.
In all fairness, that didn't hurt. We make fun of him, but the man he does know a lot of people, actually. He does. Ooh. Moo cows. Swiss cow airlifted off mountain pasture ahead of annual parade. Aw, fly cow moo.
The cow doesn't know what the fuck's going on right now.
They probably doped the poor thing up to the eyeballs.
I hope they did.
Hope they didn't fly above any houses, properties, because reasons.
Crop dust somebody.
Yeah, like the splatter radius would be great.
Hell, at that range, depending on the speed it's going, the trajectory, that could like break glass.
Imagine you're sitting down and having some tea, and you're
gonna see a shadow
glass shatters in a spray of poop.
Uh-huh.
Oh, poor thing, it's probably terrified.
Well, that's what I said.
Itself,
that's hopefully it has been. Hopefully, it is doped up out the gills, so it doesn't understand what it's supposed to be feeling.
Oh, hello. You went a flying. Oh, there we go. Poop parade.
So, what exactly were they rescuing it from, and why?
Apparently, it's going to be in the way of. It's either needed for a parade, or they were in the way. Oh, no, it's okay.
Rescue it from a parade.
Yeah, we'll read now, but it looks like something to do with a parade. In order to help the injured animals descend from their summer pastures in the mountains, farm organized 10 of these calves were given helicopter rides. Air is more accessible to conventional bovine transport.
They were injured?
And that might explain why that one kind of like fell to its knees when it landed.
Yeah.
The Clausen Pass region said the mesh harness creature was suspended by length cable below. Klausen, more like. Moo.
Nah.
Like, share, and subscribe. Always gotta wedge it in there somewhere. Waiting farmers use.
That's what she said.
Ooh. You know you're doing well when she lets you go to the Klausen Pass. To land safely before moving. Yeah, I know. We're terrible. We're terrible.
On the second date, man.
I just need more booze for that, you know. Be right back.
I was hoping to break you tonight, man, but it looks like we're chipping away at her.
I can still
she
hear
plays
you,
it up.
I have Bluetooth.
Meanwhile, the more fit and able livestock made their way down the mountainside by hoof. Farmer Jonas Arnold, one of the reasons the helicopter transport, you can't reach some pastures. I didn't ask a cow how it feels after a flight, as it couldn't answer. No, really? But only a short distance, and it had to keep going. Only a short, calm flight. Didn't notice any difference between the one that flew and the ones that walked normally. Total about 1,000. So only about 1% help going down. The Unterboden in Switzerland are gearing up for the annual cow parade there.
Unterboden. There's no T.
I guess it's too abstract. That's
probably close enough.
Yeah.
Pronunciation should be the same.
It is. It sounds funny anyway.
It does.
Okay, let's.
What's this? I identify as Korean.
Oh, I think I know that one, but let's just have a look at this real quick.
Oh.
We do find these
what?
Showers no longer any
doggo, weather doggo.
These are weakening, and we're not anticipating much activity.
Doggo's like, "What you doing?"
Lake, Sault Marie, and
going for a swim.
For the evening, well, it is going to remain on the mild side, 25 from the southeast.
Oh, it's Toronto.
Through the night,
Oh.
Pet the doggo.
Green screen doggo. I wonder how that dog got in there. Where is it? Identify as.
I wonder whose dog it was.
Probably someone in the studio that just kind of was like, "Oh,
it's 2/3 of the way down."
Oh, there we go.
I identify.
Oh, I was so drunk when I added this to the list. I have no idea how good or bad it is. It's just going to be.
Oh, is this one of those transracial people?
Yep.
As Korean. people need to accept the fact I do look like Jimin. I'm pretty much identical to Jimin.
From BTS, I think they're like incredibly obsessed.
Term transracial. I've had a lot of backlash for identifying as Korean, but I'm just living my truth.
I look kind of like this person I like, therefore I think I'm the same race they are.
Anyone could say.
Yeah.
I've had 5 nose jobs to look Korean. I'm currently in Texas to get another surgery on my nose.
Of course,
you mean
Texas.
To look like
have one more nose surgery.
Michael Jackson.
To look like I've had 6 surgeries to look as fake as a boy band member.
A Korean boy band member. Considering
yeah, but he doesn't even look like a real Korean. The actual Korean doesn't look Korean.
But I trust Dr. Aguyo, and I know he's going to be able to fix this.
I don't trust this doctor because he's wasting his. He's fucking you up doing this shit.
This is it.
You should be saying no.
And, oh my god.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
This is like really unhealthy.
Also, I probably misheard it, but is the doctor's name Aglio?
Close.
It
was something close.
Let's go back.
That's too far.
They're saying that I don't look like Jimin, which is probably the most offensive on my nose. Previous doctors have warned me if
the most offensive thing is to say that you don't look like him.
But I trust Dr. Aguyo, and I know
Aguyo.
Really close to Aglio. Also, have you ever seen somebody so obsessed with getting plastic surgery that actually looks good and not hideous?
I think there's like a gradient, like you hit a certain point and then it just starts going downhill as you just keep piling more and more on top of it.
You've run your face out of its physical integrity hit points.
You know, like you've reached the mountaintop and that's where you should stay if you decided to climb it at all. But then you decide, no, I'm going to go all the way downhill.
Yeah, one more surgery after that, and now you're in the Michael Jackson downslide.
Or those that couple who was like one was Barbie and one was Ken.
Oh yeah, and one of these days your nose is just going to collapse in on itself. He even said it himself. His nose could fall off.
This is like ignoring the trans. Oh Jesus Christ! I mean, obviously, like surgery, that's fine. That's fine if you need it, and sure if you want. I mean, look at that. That's not that. It's starting to look less like a person and more like a mannequin that's been slightly melted.
Yeah,
slightly. That's being polite.
Slightly was after the first couple of surgeries. Now he's really melted.
Absolutely amazing. So happy, and look, you can already see.
Don't put the inspiring music over this. This is unhealthy.
Yeah. Also, recently, I've kind of thought why people do those giant lips. I have a theory about that. Like, people don't actually look at themselves from any angle except front, so they're not aware that their lips go outside and outwards.
Yeah.
So
that sounds logical to me.
Yeah. So would I want larger lips? Yes, probably I would want, but I know that the only way to do that is not just vertically, but also. So I'm not doing that ever. I don't want duck face.
Seriously,
I can't stand duck face.
Yeah, that is so.
Yeah, it's
bad.
awful.
I've never liked the idea of
like that guy that put the erection cream on his mouth.
Oh.
That guy looked ridiculous.
Hang on, let's turn this off just in case we get some very naughty pictures, and just put down like big lips, big lips.
Oh yeah, you want to be real careful with that search.
Oh,
holy shit!
Oh, whoa.
What the fuck is with that mutated horror game clown?
Hold on.
To which you respond, which one?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. But
Jesus.
Holy shit! Look at the far right. It's taking over her whole face.
She's more lip than woman at this point.
It looks like hemorrhoids.
Got a prolapsed mouth.
Do you ever see that? You ever see that porn with the suction cups that like go over the nipples and then they become incredibly mutated? Like,
Nope, and I never will.
No
Good. You're not missing much except for you're getting
trauma.
a good night's sleep. Yeah. Woman quadruples the size of her lips.
Why?
It's beautiful. What is beautiful about this? They look like hot dogs.
She looks so much better in the before picture.
Mm.
Oh shit!
Isn't that erection cream guy?
Man's pumped his lips so much that they're now spilling out. Can he even close his mouth?
Probably
Doesn't look
not.
like it.
I heard an opinion that this helps with great blowjobs, but I cannot even believe that. They probably don't feel shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
Ah.
Jeez, that looks like some. That looks like some Photoshop stuff. That doesn't look like an actual.
Yeah.
Like,
if only, I guess.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh God. The fuck.
Oh wow.
And of course, no eyebrows. Something I'm also not a big fan of.
Face started leaking.
This is just no. I mean, this is not the worst of the world. The befores and after, but even then,
it's reasonable
because it's not real. It's not possible to do it that
detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless maybe.
And also, there's no shot from the side. It's usually already a duck face when it's
yeah.
Yeah, they'll notice they're all facing forward.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they could do this one perfectly, exactly the way it looks here, that looks reasonable, but that's not what actually is going to happen.
Nope.
And this looks very much like Photoshop of someone that already had full lips, and the left photo is Photoshopped.
Yeah.
Enough out of crazy McLips. Oh, bit of good news, I guess. Metal Monkey posted this.
Hi, Steve.
We're gonna have to mute it, or else we're gonna get ourselves a copyright. Tra-la-la-la-la. So we know ABBA at this point, for Christ's sake. But they're coming back.
I didn't know they were still alive.
Are they all alive? I think
probably not all. Who knows?
But yeah, they're coming back in new music in nearly 40 years. God. Actually, they don't look too bad for their age.
Mm-hmm.
That's a funny thing, you know. It's been 40 years between 39 when we recorded 38.
Yeah.
And it was like no time had passed. Quite amazing.
Just look how crazy they dressed back then compared to now, where it's all like somber, like business suits.
Yeah.
Do you know the story why they were the only foreign band that had their records exported to USSR?
No, I remember hearing that, but what was the?
Well, theoretically, in USSR, all like sales or purchases were banned if they were not in rubles, so not in local currency. So, and even having that, so nobody from abroad could sell or buy anything in USSR. But their producer, ABBA's producer, decided that, well, fuck it, I will be taking this in basically any goods. So, potatoes, livestock, whatever, and he was just reselling that. So that is how ABBA got got to be the only group that got their records sold in USSR. They were stupidly popular, of course, because they were literally the only thing that wasn't local.
Yeah, something tells me that the legal way to get some stuff from overseas was did not give you a lot of options, considering how much of that would have been like going through the censors.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the Beatles doing too well in Russia.
Well, no, actually, I think they would. Later in the USSR, Beatles did get popular, but not well. ABBA was the first. Yes. So, and there is an interesting reason behind that. almost no one knows English good enough to be able to understand what the fuck they're singing about. So, so actually, we, as what I remember, as I was born in USSR, but it fell apart in a few years. So, the funny thing was, when we were children, we were using English profanities as replacers for Russian profanities because they didn't sound as bad, and our parents usually didn't understand them. So imagine a lot of children just saying "fuck" because that is not as profane as any Russian profanity.
I believe that.
That sounds pretty much like my own childhood.
No. That's what you could say in front of your parents and in school because nobody could understand.
We got
you
around that by
swearing.
saying stuff like "feck." But I mean, even then, like only some families would do that. Like, but that what you said there reminded me of something really interesting. It's a little this guy in the
Celentano was also super popular in
So you know what I'm going to be showing because the way he
not sure which one because
okay.
Well, before you play it though, I just wanted to say what you were saying about using the English profanities because nobody understood them. We've kind of come full circle now because a lot of people in North America like to say "bliat" nowadays.
Yeah. So we used "fuck" instead of "blять," and you use well.
So what I want to say about this guy here is in the 60s and 70s in Italy, all the kids loved English like music coming out of like the States and the UK, but they couldn't understand it. So this guy just created what sounded to him like English and then put it to songs. So what you're about to hear now, assuming we won't get caught, we probably won't get copyrighted. It's rare, complete, yeah. We might get this thrown at the bottom of this video, so what? Like, that's fine. But this is so surreal, because they bought this up by the truckloads, but it was an Italian guy trying to sound English without understanding, well, you'll hear it.
Italian version of English.
We gotta turn annotations on. Oh, there is no. It's got a really good beat though.
Does sound kind of like English.
That's the point. It almost sounds English. sounds like Simish.
Mojo, whoa.
Wow.
He just sounds drunk.
To be fair, we don't know that he's not.
True that.
Yeah, if I just out of random heard that, I would assume that he just has some accent that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because there are some words that I can understand, and that's the worst part about it.
Fifth to sixth word might be English, but even then, where's it going? But it sold. It broke records.
It's got a good sound to it.
I know, right? I really like the beat.
Good song.
I mean, his songs in
I like his look too. He has a Woody Allen look to him.
The song sounds almost a little bit like somebody who doesn't speak English trying to be Elvis.
I think that's kind of what he's going for.
Yeah. He nailed it.
It was highly successful. He's famous, and he's still. Is he still torn? Is he like dead, or I think he's still torn. Is an Italian
he's
singer.
83. Wow.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is the lady who wrote the songs for the Nier games is not the only person who made up her own language for his music.
Well, he was a very...
Oh my god, he turned into Chevy Chase.
He was very popular as an actor in post-Soviet countries. He was basically like a sex symbol.
Which is written to
Fair
mimic
enough.
the way the English sound non-English speakers, despite being almost entirely nonsense. This guy's awesome. Let's see. What's this? I'm sorry, but this is the best. Oh wait, no, this is the dog. My bad.
Actually, if I ever was, I don't know, just passing by and heard the radio playing that, I would probably assume that's English, because I still have that. So since it's not my native language, I can phase out from any songs and just perceive them as a background sound. So I don't always hear what are the words. So I would probably just think it's something in English.
Yeah.
Which means that it worked in its task, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And that's basically why that lady did that for the Nier games, specifically so people could kind of sort of tune out the words because they didn't know the words because they were nonsense words.
Well, fair enough. We get to look at the thumb anyway. Ex-sheriff resigned. State. Where is it? From Clan Row and Hood resurfaced.
I guess we know what we need to know anyway, just from that.
It's hardly the first sheriff to ever be a clan member, you know. In fact, it's a running trope in a lot of like civil rights movies, where like the clan is like infiltrated all of like government positions and shit like that.
Raisin asked a good question. I wonder if that Italian guy ever ended up learning English eventually.
Oh yeah, he did. I think.
Probably. I mean, like after a while, it would start turning into us into like an equivalent of almost like racism if he kept that up. You know?
But against which race?
That is true. The English race, English. Oh well, if it's English people, that's okay. It's only the English.
There is a whole country that had a revolution about which race it is. Correct English race.
They evolved into whatever the fuck half the people we make fun of on the show is.
Some people are still like that today, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is a bit of wholesomeness from Sophane.
I would prepare you for what you do with this.
No bully.
No
This
bully.
is not how I want to go out, Grissom.
The dog lays down too. The dog is taking its human for a drag.
And then he just chokes her to death.
At least she died giggling.
That's still the oxygen leaving her brain.
Yeah.
Maybe it's her weird way to express her.
Yeah, it was like some people laugh and they panic.
This is very silly.
Aww. If you're not going to walk me, I'll walk you.
Please no bully. Thank you, Sophane.
We're becoming the animal episode today.
Oh.
Baby Basu.
Shit. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Hey, go away. Go away. No. Go away. You don't like me. You don't like me. Go away, please. No, your mom's gonna fucking kill me.
How about you go away?
Go away. Huh.
I don't blame him. I'd be freaking the fuck out. Those things will charge.
No, I do blame him because this shit's happening and he's still just sitting there. Get the fuck out of there, man.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, why did he power the thing down in the first place? Oh, you idiot.
They
if I was there, I'd have that thing
easy.
idling and ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. 180 and woohoo!
Aw, the baby is adorable though.
Maybe he was just being curious what this weird creature on a metal horse was. Looks like the storms are brewing, Jeb.
Wind on the horizon. Gonna be one of them nights. Yep.
Kittens.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Kittens. How to socialize feral kittens. Oh, Flashbot. No, they'll copyright. They're dicks.
Yep.
Buildings. Ooh, some blowing up building. Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. Lame. Must have had that on for a while.
No, the building blew up, and then the tweet blew up.
Yeah. That's a shame. I think that's more or less everything. Ooh. Woman coughed all over food.
One of those pieces of shit again?
$35,000 worth of food.
Ugh.
What? How's this bitch's problem?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Said criminal charges will be fined against a woman who they said intentionally contaminated produce meat. Local hospital for mental health evaluation. Oh, so well, at the very least, they're acknowledging that there's something clearly wrong with this woman.
Yeah,
there has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, unless she's just
Facebook
a bitch.
Page. Yeah, she could be both.
No, I mean, even if you're just a bitch, you wouldn't go around like hitting the whole store. Like,
woman well known and
that's a lot of effort over nothing. Like, I could see them doing it once on like one or two items just to piss people off, but
parts of the bakery.
Going through the whole damn store, and there's something mentally wrong with you.
Yeah. Aggressive, pursuing numerous charges. Good. That's a third. The working closely with Hanover. We identified every area she was in, disposed of the products, and clearly disinfected it. Sick to her stomach over the loss of the food. Such a shame when food is wasted. Yep, that's true.
Actually, that much.
Involved, not believe to be infected with COVID, but will make every effort to make sure she is tested. Yep, she is an absolute cunt, and not alone, unfortunately.
And being a cunt is not a disease, so I would guess that I would. Well, probably she's just a cunt.
Man, wouldn't it be nice if we could vaccinate against just being a cunt?
If only. I mean, I would make that a mandatory vaccination for all of humanity.
Speaking of a cunt.
Wow, that's a screech.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm half tempted to find that picture of her and just replace our Karen with this, because she is giving us so much content on the show.
Get your fucking dog away from me.
Oh, I've seen this one, I think.
Look here's the lady that followed me yesterday.
Oh god, you hear the warble in her voice.
Here, with her dog off of the leash again. This is the lady that followed me in her car, tried to...
By the looks of it, there's going to be animal cruelty, so steal your loins, folks.
Run me over.
Run me over.
Oh my
I'm
god.
calling the police right now on you.
What the hell's that noise? Is there like a fucking 90s computer booting up somewhere?
Yeah.
Get your dog off of me.
You're trying to get on the internet.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Son of a bitch.
I just have you on video kicking a dog. Your dog was scratching me. Kicking a dog. Dog was scratching me, lady. Keep your dog on a leash. I told you, keep your dogs on a leash. What's your name? I want to be on the internet. Do not let your fucking dogs touch me, ever.
Something head. Look at that face. Oh, that was a good pause.
Wow.
Oh, look, you got to screenshot this and put this in a thumbnail sometime.
Yeah, maybe one of my quiet streams. I'll just have like, guys, go crazy. Photoshop this. Like, now is your
What's
time.
my nightmares? definitely.
Do you want to be on
Community Photoshop time.
assault, lady? Do you want to be on the
Yeah,
internet?
this
What's
just
your name? You want
asks
to
to be the next.
You want to get your friends out? You want to be on the internet
What was
so
that
bad?
called? Momo.
Both of these people seem like cunts.
Oh yeah, apparently both Karens they're two Karens going at each other. Because Karens don't team up to fight, they just attack everyone.
They've, much like the SJWs, they have turned on each other.
Everyone
I
just
just want
ends
to
up...
say that yes, it's still not good to let your dog jump on anyone, but still,
Yeah.
Don't kick
that shit is overreacting. Yeah.
You want to go to jail so bad. You want to go to jail so bad.
For what?
I asked you nicely to leash your dog and you didn't. You think it's your right to...
She's blinking
Unless
a
it's a
lot.
dog park.
Is she high? Like her eyes are fucking huge.
No, for someone high, she is way too active. I would say she might be on cocaine or something.
Well, high doesn't have to necessarily mean weed. It can be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you do need to make
Yeah,
sure.
there's a difference between high and stoned.
Break the laws. It's not a jailable offense. Go look that on your resume, babe. There is no... Guess what? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't work. This is gonna go viral, you crazy Karen.
You know what you would need to fight against that woman?
An air horn.
No. Even better. The water spray, like the...
Oh, like the right.
Oh,
the right.
Water bottle
hose.
spray when a cat's misbehaving?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She would probably just...
She'd probably fall on her back and like flail her limbs.
Yeah, she would probably... Yeah, she would have a brain down, blue screen of death and all that.
Do you remember the... I don't know if you saw it, the woman at the Victoria's Secrets, the Karen? We watched it. And she was like, she was losing her fucking mind because she was being filmed.
No, I don't.
I qualify, motherfucker.
Okay, if you're gonna yell at me, you should leave.
Don't insult me.
If you're gonna yell at me, you
do not insult me.
I'm not
Oh, pure Karen vibes right now.
Don't act like I don't qualify for this.
Don't qualify.
Without a credit card, you do not qualify.
I had an MD at 25 years old.
Okay.
I've got plenty of money. I have plenty of credit cards. I'm trying to get to my friend's wedding, and you are not interested in helping me.
There's no way around our policy.
That is not true.
Okay.
That is not true, because I've done it before.
I can't help with another source that's follow corporate policy. I have a policy that says that right here on first.com.
Well, now that I'm...
Hey, it's what's his name from earlier. This Karen was just gonna...
yes.
Oh, look, I had places to be. Or else I'd lay a smackdown on that Karen.
Here, I can read this, but you know what? It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me.
This is a weird looking place wherever they're at. It looks like someone's like living room that's been converted into an office.
Yeah, so large and
like a really empty office.
Yeah.
Karen's in the war. Let's have a look at the. Let's just see on the actual main page. Is there anything new coming up? Karen hits husband. We looked at that, I think, on a stream separate. No, we looked at this one, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I know. I think we watched. I might have watched it on 3 Jigs minimum.
Shut up! She told you to shut up.
No, I don't think I've seen this. Oh, everybody's going down.
There we go. This reminds me of the... Did you see the douchebag at the airport in Florida?
Which one?
No.
narrow it down a little bit. Yeah, let me show you guys. It's fucking hilarious. He ends up getting quite trounced by himself.
Florida man.
Airport.
Florida man.
It's more than a meme now at this point. Florida airport. Guy.
I mean, the reason it's a meme is because it's real half the time.
I think this is it. For the record, why Florida you see all this so much is because of something to do with their their laws relating to the like when you get arrested.
Oh yeah, because they can't name the person. They have to say Florida man rather than giving a name.
It's not that. It's in Florida. There's this law that states that you're able, if you commit any crime at all, your information is immediately sent over to the press. I'm not quite sure why, but like there's like no like grace period. So that's why all this stuff comes out of Florida, because other states have people like this too, but we don't see them as often.
But they always say it as Florida man rather than just slapping your name.
I think
there.
that is the meme. I think that's the meme angle.
Caught on camera a man going on a terminal tirade at Miami International Airport. Witnesses say that man was quite aggressive before, well, all of that. Things got even more heated when he was not allowed to board his flight.
Local 10 Syra Onward
I wonder why.
from Miami International Airport with more. And Syra, another layer to the story is that the man is actually a military veteran.
Which means he's probably has
video,
PTSD.
An unruly passenger at Miami International Airport. Watch as a man tries to enter an American Airlines gate in Terminal D. From one angle, you can hear the man shouting and see him pick up a security post and swing it at bystanders, incling airport staff.
That would count as assault with a weapon.
Yeah. Also, this is another thing of like, not only does he probably have PTSD, but this also proves that jobs such as the police or the military attract psychos in the first place in a lot of cases.
Oh, absolutely.
Not exclusively, but it does attract them.
Intoxicated. Another angle shows the man approach another man who looks like he's wearing an airport staff ID tag. He takes a swing at the man before he's out of frame, and other staff are seen recording the altercation. A local 10
If
viewer...
I'm right, when he took the swing, he misses so bad he falls on his ass.
Yeah.
Like he does like the whole like twirl thing as he falls down.
The cartoonish.
Yeah.
tells us just before this confrontation, the man entered the women's restroom near gate D23 and got into a physical fight with his girlfriend. The viewers say he was then denied
he's a real piece of work.
due to his aggressive and possibly intoxicated behavior.
Possibly.
Photos show what witnesses say is the man on a medical stretcher outside the airport surrounded by officers. Miami-Dade police say the man is a military veteran who is going into some form of crisis.
This is why you shouldn't be serving alcohol in an airport.
Hold on now.
No.
I think Ins0lence and I both can argue against that idea.
Yeah, like
there'd be a whole lot more deaths.
Or at least make sure your servers are trained not to let people get this wrecked.
Yes.
1.5 months ago, I was stuck in the airport of Istanbul for 36 hours in a row. If I couldn't drink, I would probably murder someone. So.
Yeah, it wouldn't help. It would harm more people than it would help. Trust me. When you're stuck on a transfer flight in a country, you need.
Good point there, but make sure people aren't going to get this sloppy drunk.
100%. But that's true.
I was drinking for 30 hours of those, and I think I may have bankrupted a buffet where it is enter and all you can drink. So
you see, Ins0lence, this is why I hope one day that we get trash together, because you can actually keep up.
I mean, I will probably be in UK next month, so
if you're anywhere near Dublin, I can make it happen.
A battle of the drinking stereotypes: Irish versus Russian.
Oh well, here's the trick: if it ever comes down to a drinking contest, never let the Russian choose the drink, because they're going to pick vodka and drink you under the table. You need to
actually. I don't like vodka, so
so you've broken the stereotype a little bit.
Well, this is why she's not in Russia.
Fair.
Not since birth, anyway.
Okay, I'm half Russian.
I think that's everything on this list. We didn't have nearly as much stuff as we were hoping this week. There is this. What the hell is this? I've been having it for the longest time, and I don't know. Video is no longer available. It's been taken down. Oh, okay. Well, that's that then.
By some guy who doesn't know how to capitalize his last name.
Justin Scheisenberg.
Scheisen.
Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, don't forget to
His name made me sneeze.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Bless you.
Gesundheit. Also, don't forget that we are currently have our stream goal down there at the bottom. If you could help out in any way, shape, or form, we have big help. Also, don't forget to check out the links down below for Discord, Twitter, and Krendar's links all in one for all of Krendar's goodiness.
Yeah. For Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, merch store, Discord server, etc.
Merch store. Nice.
Merch.
Merch is great.
Baby seal.
Baby seal. Cutest baby seal. Oh, but it's probably going to be copyrighted.
Cat time.
Copyright? Doesn't say. We take the chance? We'll take the chance.
You are.
We'll take the fucking chance.
I'm willing to take the risk with somebody else's channel that isn't mine.
You're all heart, man.
I am.
Got him.
Yeah.
Okay. Which side of the slope?
On the verge.
Is he the... Okay, there I see him. Okay.
Okay, so Nambia. Oh, look at the
Got a
wiggle.
youngster up again, looks like maybe
I love watching seals walk on land. They look so fluky.
A little waddle.
Sort of fabric or something around his chest. Not sure what it is.
Freaking the entire thing.
That's a lot of seals. Holy shit.
And they're scared of him.
Yeah, they're of course not fighters.
Listen to the at least when they're in the ocean. Once they're in the ocean, they'll fucking go for it. Listen to how they move though. They little flop, 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 flop.
All those little slaps.
Oh.
It's okay, it's okay. Come on. Come on. He's waiting for his buddy to pause. Okay.
He's thinking he's going to get eaten.
Sort of fabric. I'm trying to get him off the rocks here.
What seal is this?
Woo!
Probably very chewy.
The real question is, if you boil a mermaid, is it a meat soup or fish soup?
Yes.
It's technically surf and turf, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm trying to help you. Skip on ahead.
What actually happened with this seal anyway?
It has like a bit of cloth wrapped around its neck, and they're trying to get it off it.
Skunk.
So two weird bits of fabric sewn together.
Like a homemade scarf or something?
Yeah, it looked like a little bandana.
It's cool bandana.
Oh, seal with a bandana. Oh.
Big yes.
No.
Let him come.
Hey, this one's curious.
And this guy is just... Hey, you.
Aw.
Hello.
You really
friend.
like
Hey, buddy.
That's cute.
Cheers.
You have to leave you now. Hey.
I know who we can watch next.
It's like, what is this weird creature?
You aren't seal. Are you food?
This guy's just very inquisitive.
Oh.
True story. Come.
You follow me home, Mum. Can I keep him?
Go back to the sea. Come. Come. Off you go. In the water.
Also, have you ever tried shouting at turkeys?
Sorry, what?
Have you ever tried shouting at turkeys? That's very fun.
They just like scatter going.
Yeah, if you shout "Ooh" at them, they respond. So a flock of turkeys is just hilarious. You just run at them and shout "Ooh," and they're like "Ooh."
Flock of turkeys gobbling.
That does sound like fun.
Yeah.
I don't think it's working. There we go.
Yes.
Yes, my minions.
That's pretty good. It's instantly.
Yeah, they've got some great time. They make a great chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody should set this to music.
So yeah.
When I call your name, respond. That's what I thought. One more time.
Look at the way their jowls wiggle, you know?
Yeah. So
This reminds me of
if you ever have a chance, shout at Turkish. They're really fun.
Yeah. I discovered a YouTube channel recently of this musician who takes like clips of animals making weird noises and then turning it into a song. Have you guys ever heard of this guy called the Kiffness?
Yes.
The Kiffness.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Well, I love Luga. The thing that upsets me about Luga Cat is I can't find any footage of the cat just doing its thing by itself.
Would it be copyrighted?
Probably.
Yeah, he has.
But you can show the channel at least so people know what I'm talking about.
How do you spell it?
Maybe a few seconds. Here, I'll type it in. I'll type it into the stream chat for everybody.
Yeah, have a gander.
Yeah, look this guy up on YouTube after the podcast. He's brilliant. We'll show you a little bit of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Kiffness.
2 F's. Yeah. Yes. There you go. See if you can find the one about Luga Cat and show maybe like 10 seconds of it. Yeah, there it is. Luga Cat 2.0. Please go away.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's not the same cat, but yeah, it has a lot.
Cat Cariotti.
I really like the international mix.
He looks familiar.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Might want to stop before you get
yeah, that's the end of that. That's the end. It's an interesting. I'll definitely check it out afterwards.
It's a really good song, and he does a few other ones. He does one with Opera Dog and
Yeah.
Have you seen Ins0lence? Have you seen Num Num Cat?
Yes, I think that was the first one that I saw.
Num Num Cat and Big Billy.
Big Billy is kind of slightly less fun, but still.
It's not as good,
nice.
but it's still good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Num Num Cat and Luga Cat are my favorites.
Suez Canal Sea Shanty parody. Evergreen. Oh yeah, the freighter that got wedged.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
YouTube.
Let's go to our main boy.
Sick.
Yeah, greatest man.
I mixed up these 2 ramen noodles.
That's actually a really good brand of ramen.
I put the seasoning.
I've seen it. I've never had it. I just ate ramen earlier, so I'm glad I'm not eating it now.
It's very high quality, although it's very spicy. You have to make sure you can handle spicy.
Oh, I'm getting more and more into spicy food. I'm really getting into it. So I'd probably love to give that a try.
Yeah, if you see these things in the store, get them. It's called Shin Ramyun.
Bitch, please, if the food doesn't make me cry, it's not food.
I've got a friend who would agree with you on that.
From these ramen noodles and everything, the sauces and the seasonings after I cook the noodles and drain the broth a bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Always double speed this man. Like myself, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm easier to digest at double speed.
Seasoned with Pain Rust County seasoning. For the hot sauces, I used Tapatio.
I love how double speed makes him sound normal.
Yeah.
I used 4 of each. Taco Bell's Diablo Hot and Fire, so 3 of their hottest packets. Mixed it all together with some Doritos, nacho cheese, a splash of Mountain Dew, some liquid smoke.
Actually, I'll go grab more booze.
Of course, they mixed it with Doritos
and Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
And some soy
So you were saying Ins0lence?
And they turned out quite delicious.
I was saying I need more booze than them. halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
Excellent.
One of these days, I just want him to leave the room for a bit, and then slowly the puppet's head turns to look at us.
Starts glowing. The eyes.
He comes back in and goes, I don't remember leaving that there.
I tried to film the video of me cooking it, but I forgot to hit record. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh no. We didn't get to see him cook it.
But luckily, I didn't forget to hit record this time. Look at that YouTube. And this is the result. So what I call ramen noodles. This is ridiculous. There's a spiciness and a sweetness to it.
It is ridiculous. I agree.
The visceralness of him. That's the worst part.
Ridiculous. Yeah, these chopsticks are pretty much being used up at this point. But look at this. Look at these fiery little noodles of death. YouTube. Dude, these look like a regular.
His asshole is just going to be pure death. I mean, it already is pure death because it's his, but like now it's going to be even worse.
Burning ring of fire.
This shit
fucking Eye of Sauron down there.
These are some spicy ass noodles.
Yep.
From the 2 noodle packets. And there's the seasoning. It's a great combination.
Oh, I just realized he's fucked up his chair already. That's the first stage, and that wall is starting to look a little less white than when he first moved in. And is down dust starting to form onto the vacuum cleaner? Uh-oh, somebody's not.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah.
Fuck, is it spicy? This is the kind of crap that'll burn your fucking butthole when you shit it out in the morning, because that's no lie.
That's no lie.
I ate so much of it last night. Sitting here just chowing down on it.
Still spicy on the way out. Just fucking eat it already.
God, I made sense that he procrastinated with the goddamn the bugs.
Bugs?
Yeah, like why is he procrastinating over this?
Didn't he like that in the end?
Hmm?
Yeah. And this is double speed, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up, Cobra fam.
Look at that ratio.
That's about right, yeah.
Holy
Speaking of people that don't understand how to use capital letters, look at that fucking title.
There's a reason why I call him Dragon's Breath.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles, because I should like to breathe in fire, dude, like you see in the cartoons.
Wait, Roman.
Roman noodle.
Roman. This is Pakistan.
Oh man, you know what I want now? You know what I want now?
City.
This is not the kind of Roman he typed, but I want to see ramen noodles done Rome style.
And we'll just infuse an ocean's worth of olive oil and a couple of dead mice.
No, he uses olive oil instead of broth.
God,
That'd be nasty.
Imagine lifting the
that
noodles
could
up.
be actually that could actually be an interesting like cuisine fusion idea. Obviously not with the oil broth.
I mean, heart disease, yes.
Those ramen noodles were sent to me in a care package. Yeah, you're fine. I'll fucking swat you with a swatter or the bugs out. Piece of shit. But anyways,
The fly is the most
YouTube, these are
interesting
spicy
part
as
of this
fuck,
so
YouTube,
far.
and they're delicious.
Mhm.
It has like a little bit of sweetness, the liquid smoke, and soy sauce.
Most interesting thing out of most Cobb's videos, except for the train wreck of the food he's making.
I just can't believe he put fucking Doritos and Mountain Dew in that thing.
I can believe it only because he does that shit all the time.
Right.
He puts Doritos in hamburgers too.
Oh. I'm surprised the buns aren't donuts.
Yeah, this year I tried a Chicago-style hot dog.
Oh, the everything dog.
What's
no,
Chicago style?
It's the one that has the basically deep fried onion and pickles and I don't.
Sounds good so far.
No, I don't remember what it was. I mean, the size of it was like.
Autocomplete tried to say horse dog. That was good.
Yeah. Well.
Do a search on Chicago style.
My biggest problem with it was the onion that was
Onion relish,
hard.
pickle, tomato.
I wasn't a fan.
I don't know what the hell sport peppers are. This, except for the onions, this sounds good.
Nah, it was just too much.
Again, it sounded good, but it didn't taste good, and the again, my problem was with onion because it was just hurting my mouth.
I don't like raw onions, so skip that out of this.
It wasn't raw. It was deep fried, I think. So
see that I would like, but the article here is showing it as raw.
I had to get rid of so much stuff on the top when I had it. It's like I was just like moving stuff to the side. What was left was a fine hot dog, I guess, big enough.
I would take the pickle slice off and eat it on the side, but actually, you know what they could do? Take out the raw onion and put in like actual fried like shoestring onions. That would be good.
That would be a lot better, I think. Nice and caramelly. Chicago style pizza, also known as a fucking pie.
Yes.
Even that, it's in a pie dish.
I think this is where pizza pie as a term came from, is the deep dish stuff, right?
Pretty much. That just looks like...
Look at that thing.
Look at it.
It's like a torte. That's insane.
And the size of it, like
so filling.
For how many people is it supposed to be?
That's a crazy amount of bread. Like that's gonna be way more fattening than regular pizza.
Doesn't that look like a quiche? What the fuck?
Oh, that gives me an idea. Imagine doing a pizza style quiche. Like it's actually a quiche, but you're doing it pizza style.
What's quiche?
It's essentially, think of like an omelet, but in pie form.
It's very fluffy.
Sounds good.
It's pretty good.
Nice.
And they'll usually mix some like veggies and stuff inside it, like maybe some spinach or something.
Ham is a good choice as well.
Ham, bits of ham, but it's always like made into like little chunks so it could sort of be inside the egg.
I mean,
eat enough of it and you'll get thick.
I mean, I am I'm not sure how can I even say that is one sentence, but this seems too thick.
Yeah, I
agree.
agree.
It's not my cup of tea. When I had it in Chicago, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
I prefer my pizza thin crust most of the time.
Give me a New York style pizza is still the best pizza.
Like I'm there for the pizza, not for just a bunch of bread. You know?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have just gone to like Subway. You know, or got a bagel. But you know, I absolutely adore bagels, and I do.
And please, garlic bread, all of it.
Yeah. Garlic bread is amazing.
How about a bagel with melted garlic butter in with it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I like that noise you made. Ins0lence. We have to talk about more. We have to talk about more garlic things just to make that noise.
What you need to do is make a bunch of garlic butter and then use that as your generic cooking butter.
Oh, I've done that before. It's so good. Yeah. It makes the apartment smell amazing. Except he doesn't he doesn't like garlic across the whole there. He loves onions. So sometimes I cook one onion and he's like, "Oh, that smells nice." But then when I cook with garlic, he's kind of,
yeah, like I want to share a dirty secret. Okay, so I have a best friend, and usually we share everything like quite fine, but there is one restaurant where we go when I visit her, and every time we go there, we have a pact that none of us can eat garlic there until we finish all our dishes, all our food. Then we can split it evenly, because it is so tasty and there is way not enough of it. So we have to count how much each of us gets. This is the only thing that we're not trusting each other.
Exactly what dish is this that you're splitting?
Mongolian hot pot.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
so it's
good.
A pot of broth where you deep shit to cook it, and then there is some garlic in there, and you need to find it before you know even how much of it you have. Then we fish all of it out and split evenly.
That's fair.
Yeah, because we're both of the kind of people that think there is no such thing as too much garlic in a dish.
I 100% agree.
Yes,
it's just
I've experienced too much garlic, but it's rare and difficult to reach that level.
I suppose there is technically a limit, but I mean, how high up are you willing to go? How close to the sun, you know?
Until your mouth is burning from it, that's the limit.
Well, I mean,
For me.
burning, yes. I guess when you taste more garlic than anything else, it's probably too much.
Yeah.
But in general, once I bought 2 kilograms of garlic, peeled it, and made someone bake it for me so I can eat it with a spoon for 2 days.
Whenever I'm looking at a recipe that I'm trying out for the first time and it suggests putting in 1 clove of garlic, I'm like, what, is this for like 1 bite's worth of the food?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like when the recipe
1 clove of garlic, nobody's going to notice that shit.
Use 1 head, yeah.
Yeah, like 1 clove equals half a bulb, thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Or
I
translate.
I usually get my my garlic already pre-processed, like I said, the butter, garlic, and stuff like that. But even then, I might just take some of that granular stuff and put it on top, just because a little bit extra. Oh, some of the flavor will be burned away. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll buy like a jar of like pre-minced garlic that's got all the garlic oil in there still.
Unfortunately, it's very hard to find it here. So, and if it's pre-minced, it's usually with salt already, and I don't like salty food. So.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with salt. It's better to get unsalted stuff and then put your own in.
Yep,
so that you can control the amount.
I love working with sea salt. I'm due with getting which doesn't work on every dish. Sometimes it's too overpowering.
Little tip for everybody anybody cooking at home: if you're using any sort of pre-made broth or sauce,
it's probably
be real. Don't put any of your salt in there because there's already a bunch of salt in broths generally.
Yep, especially if it's like stock cubes or anything. That's like it's at least 25% salt.
King Cobra.
Yeah, don't put any of your own in there.
With another video. Little Caesars released.
Or at least taste the results first.
Yo, look at that.
Is that Little Caesars?
Yeah, didn't that get the lowest votes on our tiered list for pizza?
I think that's the way it is now, but when I was a kid, Little Caesars was really good.
Alright, trying to slice.
They were good 30 years ago, is what I'm saying.
We're going to show you a close-up of all the goodness.
It's very hard to get a calzone here in Ireland.
I've never had their calzones, though. Just their pizzas.
It's cheesies, dripping with grease, yes pleasies.
He has a little rhyme. Aw.
Nah.
Ugh, look how he eats. Oh, the spittle.
Come on, eat a burger like an apple. Do it.
This calzone deal is swinging. Not bad.
Glad you appreciate that, man. Oh, God, his beard. Beard etiquette, sir. Beard etiquette.
Man, I've had meals where I had to wash my entire face afterwards because there's just shit all over my beard.
Right. Sauce.
Like,
Oh, I actually... some time ago, I was at a restaurant where they served their burgers and gave you rubber gloves to eat them. That was really nice touch.
That sounds like a good burger.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm more into the idea of like
still wielding now.
Sliders. I'm always more into like the smaller ones that are easier to manage, not the giant things that are my size.
Yeah.
Give me a big honking burger. They'll make a mess while I'm eating it.
Yeah, I still don't understand why when people are making giant burgers, why are they making them taller, not bigger and
not wider?
You know? Yeah.
I've seen ones that went wide instead of tall, but yeah,
I've had one before. Like it took me at least a couple minutes before I could take the first bite because I had to figure out where on this thing I could actually get my mouth on.
You have to get out of a sextant.
Unhinge your jaw first.
It's all hell, especially when you have the butter on top.
It was a good burger, though.
Garlic butter, but really good, nonetheless. Trees.
Luga.
That's a weird cat, but it is adorable.
Yes. I mean, it's
I love these talky cats.
All right. Sorry, go on.
When once I was too stupid and started this song on my speakers instead of my headphones, my cats went apeshit. Wow, that was... I mean, they heard this cat, and this cat is definitely terrified, and makes the noises that the cat makes when it's in real danger. So, yeah, my cats had all their fur.
They're like, "What? Where's the danger? What's going on?"
Yes, and they were like patrolling the apartment after that for like several hours.
Okay, this is good news, Lev. It looks like our new options this week all kind of suck, which means we get to go back and do the one we missed last week and do the Bee Gees.
Oh, that's right. Although, is Bad Apple the one I'm thinking of from the person who...
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. But no, you're right. Bee Gees it is.
I have no idea what Bad Apple is.
If I'm right, the one I'm thinking of is from a video game, and it has a sort of anime vibe to it.
That's why. Is that why I said Toho in the front?
Probably.
Type of video game, isn't it? That's one of those weeb things.
Yeah, it's one of those entertainment systems on computer screens that people use the
newfangled
Yeah.
sorcery stuff. Yeah.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm an old man, scared of change. But before we go, because it has already been 2 hours. Time flies.
Just about.
Yeah, near around.
Quite close.
Trendo, what are you doing? What are you doing this after this show?
Well, it's going to be time for a little bit of backtracking with Psychonauts 2. We're just about ready to enter the final stage, which means it's time to go back over the other stuff and pick up stuff we missed. So time for a little backtracking / lootening.
Overall, you've been really enjoying Psychonauts?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's even better than the first one, which is what you expect / hope for from a sequel. Don't always get, but that's what you're supposed to get.
Sequel.
Sorry, what?
Unless it's Disney sequel.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Don't expect shit.
Yeah. And that's what you get.
You get what you pay for, and they put a lot of money in it, so that doesn't apply.
I get what I pay for because I don't want to give anybody money to see it.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend you go to a certain bay full of pirates, but if you do, tell them "arg" for me, or maybe I'll tell them myself.
Yarr.
But Ins0lence, what are you up to? Are you up to anything? Anything going on?
I mean, after the stream is finished, I'm probably going to die slightly inside, just because. I mean, this is the end of the week. I'm not drunk enough, and so no, I'm not doing anything.
One way to fix that.
Oh, I'll probably do another run of Hades because, yeah, I've been obsessed with this game.
Nice.
Yes.
Hades is pretty fun. Although fuck the Elysian Fields level.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm already like 160 hours in, and yesterday I think I finished the epilogue, so I'm at like 85% achievements unlocked. So.
Nice. I just feel like, in my experience, Elysium is the part of the game that gives me the most trouble.
I just hate poison in the last area. That's it. Everything
else.
I
hate the last area when you have to get the stuff for Cerberus.
Yes, if it wasn't for poison, everything would be fine.
Yeah.
Short. If you're lucky, then yes. But if you're literally getting your sack on the 5th corridor, it gets annoying. And all those rats. Fuck those rats.
Yeah, we don't want any more Skaven out there.
Yeah.
But as for me, well, I don't know what I'm giving you guys over the weekend, if I'm giving you anything. But as you know, I have a trip coming up to Waterford pretty soon, next week. Slight change of plan, which means that I will have more time to film. So I'm going to give you guys a fucking travel video. Ooh. I'm not going to be there for the day. That's going to be on Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday, ready for Friday. Who do we have on Friday? Let's see. Who do we have on this Friday? This Friday we have
Ins0lence on.
We do. Oh, we got the Human Being, Ali Dean, and Elf King is making their return.
Ooh, that should be a fun combo.
Yeah, we haven't had them on in a while. Always in our chat though, but no, we haven't had them on in a show in a while. They're probably going to join me for one more bout of 3 drinks minimum before the end of the year as well, which is pretty cool. And Ins0lence, do we have you on for 3 drinks minimum? You'd be a perfect fit.
What?
I have a show. It was once a month. Now it's 2 months. Just me and a camera and a lot of booze, and we just watch shit.
I'm in.
Yeah. We'll talk after the stream. But I mean, like, if you're down to clown, I am down to. I'm down to also clown. I suppose that would be the correct term. No, I mean, we had Gurley on, Elf is on, Krendar's this month. We just have to pin down what day would be good for him. Like Marshall's coming, Magicus. Yeah, I mean, like, it's going to be some good shit. All things considered. So yeah, I'd love to have you on for the end of the month and the year.
The accent almost came out there for a second.
Almost a brief second. No, now the accent. There it is.
There we go.
Yeah. Potatoes and sheep and Guinness.
Diddly-dee potatoes.
Leprechauns and the colour green. All the colours of the bowl, but mostly green.
And, sunburn.
We don't. I actually don't have to deal with that because the majority of me is a mixture of Slavic and English. So.
Oh.
Yeah. I laugh at the redheads all around me on fire. All right.
That's not their actual hair color. They're just literally on fire.
I've seen.
That makes sense.
I've seen them as red as their hair.
Yeah, lobster red, probably.
Oh my god! Like these people. My ma actually passed out once on in Tunisia from a heat stroke. It was that bad. I think it was the middle of the night. So, like,
it's not a very traditional time to pass out from heat stroke,
right?
I mean, yeah.
No, go on.
I mean, heat stroke is harder to achieve than sunstroke. They are separate, I would say.
Yeah, one's like a shock from your system, and the other is just like a break,
Yeah, because. I mean, I did have a heat stroke recently when I had to stand in the sun in the 40-degree temperature for like 20 minutes in a row. But, I mean, that's not from that's literally from the heat, not from the sun. But in the sun, it's easier to, even if it's not that hot. So,
Can't you get it up in the, you can get like a really strong tan up in the Arctic? Because of the reflection of the sun off the ice and the snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it is possible to have a suntan at night if you're persistent enough. If it's full moon, basically. Well, the reflected light is enough to get a tan, but it takes a very long time. But I know that it is possible scientifically.
Just doing that to say that you got yourself a moon tan instead of a suntan.
Yeah. I mean, that is a really nice way to show off. Like,
I'm
fuck
committed.
that suntan, I have a moon tan, bitches.
Yeah.
Someone comes in a bright blue. I have a comet complex. All right, let's see how our buff handles the Bee Gees. Probably very well by his standards.
Be back again, tell a friend.
Question mark.
Bee Gees, how deep is your love? I think I probably did this song once before. We're gonna do it again on the ones.
Classic song though.
On the 1s, 3s, 5s, 9s. Get up, brother.
That was very.
Let's get ready, sing. Let's
Covers PH.
Bum 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 bum.
Oh yeah, we're We're definitely lowering this. Unwind after a long day. Buff
Eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. And you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you softly leave. And it's me you need to show. How deep is your love?
I'm wondering if it's the subtitles they're not quite figuring it out right, or if it's just that he's saying the words wrong.
I'm very sure that he has something like karaoke video in front of him. I'm absolutely sure.
Music.
God. One of his worst butcherings ever. 10 out of 10. It's such a chill song, and he's really ruining the chillness of it.
We need to get him as a wedding singer.
I mean, probably would be better than most wedding singers.
I'm just sitting here listening to the sounds of pain coming from Ins0lence.
My problem is I like singing, and I can't sing, and I can sing not as badly as him. And
yeah.
Wow.
And this is quite competent by his standards. Oh yeah, he goes down some dark roads.
He definitely gets worse.
When I was on the show first time, he was just dancing, and it was pretty good.
Oh, his dancing is top notch, but
yeah. But this.
La 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 la.
He's only got one setting, and it's yelling. On my breeze.
And he has to
keep me warming your love than yourself.
How deep is your love? I'm quite deep. Thanks for asking.
I'm gonna have to listen to the proper video after this just to cleanse my brain.
Almost over.
He wants to pee.
He's like a little kid holding it in.
Yes, yes.
Looks like a Mortal Kombat character. Like a really early one in that same pose animation.
Welcome everybody to our new game show. Is this man dancing, or does he just have to pee?
All of the above?
Yeah. Now I have to just picture him doing this in front of a urinal.
As we... I think he goes into like how he starts a line off. It's like, cause we... Then he just stops.
Right, he just ended it. Like... ends. Oh, Buff, don't ever change. Fuck you, single dislike video on that. Fuck you. You have no soul, sir or madam.
No,
you have no power here.
Less of a human.
Is this Joe Budden? I don't know, Gage. If it is, we need to watch him with much interest. He's
right, Ins0lence. Just do what I'm gonna do. Once the show's over, listen to the proper BG's actual song and cleanse your mind out. You'll feel better.
I'm not sure this will ever leave my mind, you know? This is like...
Scars. Deep scars.
Yeah.
Also, I have visited Russian karaoke in my life more than once, so When people try
or
to
participated.
Both.
Mhm.
Well, again, I'm one of those people that likes singing and can't really. So,
Yeah.
but again, there are levels to badness, and this is.
And he's definitely one of them.
Yes.
In fact, he's many of them at once.
He is a poster child of what not to do, but also how to do that well.
What I want to say is that in Russian karaoke, the really rare thing to hear is anything in English. And if people are actually trying to sing in English, it usually sounds worse than this. So this is like a high-level Russian karaoke in English. But that is a very low bar.
Nah, that's not saying a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds about right, though.
Just also remember, he started out a little more lucid. You could understand him better, and he's just been getting increasingly harder to understand. Eventually, his last video might literally just be him going, bleh, bleh, bleh. He'll sound like that Italian guy.
Celentano, yeah.
That'd be great. And that's the day his music got better.
Imagine this guy trying to sing that song by Celentano.
We have to send that. We have to give that as a suggestion. It would be amazing. Krendar, you've kind of frozen, but we've ended the stream now anyway, so.
Oh no.
Okay, but it's been fun. It's been fun. A nice chill one. So yeah. Guys, thank you for showing up, and thank you so much, chat, for showing up. Like I said, I might give you something over the weekend, but other than that, I'll see you guys this time next week, more or less. And
there you are.
Yeah, that's the rest.